how much pain in her marriage had caused her mother so much heartache. Anna was a housewife doing the same chores every day, washing, cooking, tidying the house. She was overwhelmed by the burden of housework. She suffered a wrist problem because of the long hours of labor. But when she went to the hospital for a checkup, the doctor mocked her mercilessly. Her husband was distressed and complained that the doctor could not talk to the patient like that. Then he looked at his wife, who was getting thinner and thinner, and suggested that we go on a trip together this spring festival and not go back to our hometown. Because he knew that once he returned home, as a daughter-in-law, Anna would have endless work to do. But Anna refused his proposal. She said that if she did not go, she would not blame her son, but only her. After hearing Anna's words, her husband silently bowed his head. The two of them had to go back to their hometown as they had done in the past. At night, Anna didn't dare to sleep in, so she woke up at 5 a.m. to help her mother-in-law prepare breakfast. Her mother-in-law prepared an unprecedented gift for Anna, which turned out to be an apron from a supermarket sale. She said she had waited in line for a long time to get it, and Anna had to smile and say she liked it. While the family was eating in the living room, Anna was scrubbing like a servant in the kitchen. Her husband couldn't stand it anymore, so he tried to help her, but her mother-in-law made a lot of sarcastic comments. When it was time to go home, Anna wasn't happy when her great-aunt and her family arrived. Her mother-in-law greeted her daughter and her family and told Anna to prepare lunch for them. Looking at the happy family in the living room, Anna suddenly reached down and pulled off her apron. She spoke to her mother-in-law in a motherly tone. When her husband saw that something was wrong, he picked up their daughter and hurriedly said goodbye to them. It turns out that half a year ago, Anna began to speak as someone else. But after each attack, Anna couldn't remember what she had done. Her husband secretly went to the doctor. The doctor said it might be postpartum depression and that it would be best to have the patient come in for a checkup. When she got home, her husband politely persuaded her to go to the hospital and gave her the psychiatrist's card before he left for work, urging her to go for a checkup. But when Anna realized the cost of the examination, she chose to leave silently. On the way back, Anna looked at the white-collar workers passing by and thought of herself when she used to work hard. At that time, Anna had just joined the workplace. She was very energetic and talented, and her excellent writing skills enabled her to pass the leadership's approval without any modification. But even so, Anna still didn't get the chance to join the planning team. It wasn't that she wasn't good enough, it was just that the company only promoted the best male employees. But Anna wasn't discouraged. But ideals are like bubbles in the sun. Anna returned to her family and reality. After talking to other full-time moms, Anna realized that these women, who were busy with housework and children, used to be elite professionals with their own hobbies and dreams. A former doctor of science could only teach her son multiplication tables at home. A mother who once studied acting can only use her colorful performance in her daughter's bedtime stories. It seems women are born to give up everything for their children. As her daughter grew up and started kindergarten, Anna wanted to find a part-time job. At night, Anna told her husband about this idea. But her husband didn't agree because he knew her health and that this wasn't the kind of work she wanted. Anna was very sad and her husband wanted to comfort her. It turned out that she was talking to him like a dead best friend. Listening to his wife's words, the husband's heart ached with pain and guilt. Remembering her mother's words, Anna regained her confidence. She contacted her former boss and wanted to go back to work. Seeing his wife's happy face, her husband also chose to fully support her and decided to take a year's parental leave to take care of her daughter at home. However, word of this soon spread to her mother-in-law. First she called Anna and scolded her for delaying her son's future. Then she called Anna's mother to tell her about her illness. When she found out about her daughter's illness, she rushed over. She looked at her daughter's haggard face and hugged her tightly. Anna looked at her mother and saw that she had to make sacrifices for herself at her age, and in a trance,